Okay, so I'm going to review real quick. At the top, we have our factors of 12, the numbers we multiply together to get 12. 1, 12, 2, 6, 3, 4. Can I list all factors of 12?
Yes.
Yes, it's a set amount. It's numbers we multiply to get 12. Then I have multiples of 12. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108. Did I list all multiples of 12?
No.
Why not?
Because it
Never ends. You can keep multiplying by the next number. Okay? Now we talked about divisibility rules. How do I know if a number is divisible by 2? Anybody?
Because if it ends in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8.
And it makes the number of what kind of number?
Even.
Even. So all even numbers are divisible by 2. How do I know if a number is divisible by 5?
If the last number is a 5 or a 0.
Do you remember, like in second grade, doing the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Skip counting by 5s? Every number you said ends with a
0 or 5.
5 or 0. Okay, so if that last number is a 5 or 0, you can divide by 5. Go all the way to the bottom. How do we know if a number is divisible by 10? How do we know if a number is divisible by 10? What are we looking for? We're looking for what, Anaya? Yes, that last one. It ends with a 0. Okay, so again, we're looking at last number. Okay, that last number, if it ends with a 0, then we can divide by 10. Question. Now, there's another way to look at this as well. There's a lot that we have left. For 3, this is one you probably don't know. You probably didn't skip count 3s until you were in 3rd grade and you were learning your 3s. But that isn't something I do easily in my head. It's not easy. So there's another way to do this. We can do something that says we're going to have the sum of the digits. The sum of the digits add up to a multiple of 3. What are multiples of 3? Do we know multiples of 3? Where can we find them?
We're working on a little glitch in the schedule. So this is Miss Cardozo's home base. She has planning next. So what we'll do is Miss White, S. White, will pick up this class at 10:35 from you
To take to
the cafeteria. And then they'll still eat in Cardozo's class and just go to Exploratory when they get finished.
Perfect. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so it is the sum of the digits. So notice 423. Does 3 go into that? Did you all learn your times tables up to 423? Not me neither. Okay, so if you did, you're way ahead of me. I don't have it memorized up to that point. That'd be like 140 something. That's a lot of numbers. So what we can do is this. We can take that number, 400, and we're writing this down. Okay, and we're going to add the digits together. What numbers are in 423? 4 plus 2 plus 3. What's 4 plus 2? Plus 3?
9.
Is 9 a multiple of 3?
Yes.
That means 3 will go into 423 evenly. Yes, sir. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so let me come up with another one. Let's say that we have 204. Does 3 go into 204? Doesn't end with a 3. And by the way, just because it ends with a 3 doesn't mean 3 goes into it. But what's the sum of my digits? What am I going to add together? 2 plus 0 plus 4. What does that equal? Is 6 a multiple of 3? That means 3 will go into 204 evenly. And I don't have to work it out to know that. I have that ability to do a shortcut for that. Questions? So you add the digits together. Look at the multiplication table up there and give me a number under the 3 that has at least 2 digits. What's a multiple of 3 with at least 2 digits? That would be what, Jason?
33.
So if I have 33, what's the sum of my digits?
6.
Is 6 a multiple of 3? That means 3 will go into 33 evenly. So you're adding the sum of the digits. This trick works also, by the way, let's put here, sum of digits. Okay? 4, it's there for you, but I'm not going to ask you to remember that one. 6, we're going to come back to 9. What do we notice? How do I know if a number is divisible by 9? Read it. What am I looking for? Am I looking or having to do something? What do I have to do? Add the digits up, but this time it has to be a multiple of what? Of 9. Are they the same as the multiples of 3? No. If I add up and I got 6, is that going to work for 9? No. But would this one, 423, work for 9? Yes, because you get 9 for an answer, so you could actually work it out that way. All right, so the number is 9,243. If I have 9,243, what digits am I adding together? 9 plus 2 plus 4 plus, what does that equal? What's 9 plus 2? What's 11 plus 4? What's 15 plus 3? Is 18 a multiple of 9? That means 9 will go into this. London, are you writing anything down? Don't, You're here for your job. You're not doing your job. You need a pencil. This is your job. And if you don't do your job this year, we might be doing the job next year. So let's do it now. It's our job. Write this down. Questions? All right, so this is also sum of digits. Now, 6. How do we get 6? What times what is 6 besides 1 times 6? How do we get 6? What times what is 6 besides 1 times 6? 2 and 3. A number is divisible by 6 if it's divisible by 2 and by 3. So if it's, how do we know if it's divisible by 2? If it's even, how do we know if a number is divisible by 3? Sum of the digits, add it up. Okay, so that one is just, you don't have to remember it, but it can make it faster because the bigger the number, the faster you can simplify. Now, what we're going to do is an activity where you're going to practice the 2, 5, 10, and 3. When you get your paper, put your name at the top. Do not put your notebook away because you can use your notebook. When we finish this, let me show you what we're going to do. When we finish the classwork, you're going to turn in the classwork, number 10. It is going to be I will give you 15 minutes. Probably too long, but 15 minutes to finish all of this. You are going to pick up your December math challenge. When you turn this in, you're going to pick this up. We had one last month. Okay, this is a different challenge. I would not give away your answer to someone else because that takes away your chances of winning. If you give everybody your answer, that's more people that could be in the drawing. It's not just the answer in the blank, it is showing your work. If you have the right answer, but there's no work, only an answer, it goes in the trash. Doesn't get to be put into the competition. Okay, so you can pick this up. Then, when you have this picked up, then you have a survey in Google Classroom. Remember how in November they asked about like your favorite foods for Thanksgiving, things you were grateful for. These are questions that relate to the winter and December. It is in a special category called monthly surveys and challenges. So click on it for December and there's a Google form for you to fill in. And then on your way back to your seat, make sure you pick up headphones because you'll need headphones at the end. So, let me finish passing these out. Put your name and number at the top. And then we'll get started together. So, I don't want to say until I go over this. start talking. Okay, so looking at this, the page is divided into 4 boxes. So if you look, it is almost like a quadrant. Okay, so you've got the 4 boxes. In each box, shade the area which contains a number divisible by the given number. You should have 8 shaded areas in each box. It's going to create 4 different pictures. In this second quadrant, or the first box, you are going to shade numbers divisible by 2. What am I looking for?
Even numbers.
Okay, so I need even numbers. With a pencil, and I don't mind if you circle them, and then if you have color pencils, you want to color it, but remember, you're going to have a timer going. I want to know, if I'm looking, what number is the first one I get to that's an even number?
24.
So where you have the 24, you can shade that in. So you're shading in the box. You may want to go through. How many are going to be in each box that you shade? 8. All right, for the next one, it has to be a number divisible by what?
5.
What does that look like?
0. 5.
Okay, so we're looking for a 0 or 5 at the end. How many of those am I going to find?
8.
8 of them. Go down to the third quadrant, or the third box down here. I need to find a number divisible by 10. What does that look like?
A 0.
Looking for a 0 at the end. And finally, divisible by 3. What does that look like?
That added all up.
Okay, that's the sum of digits. All right, so I'm going to go and help you with that one. If I look, what's 3 plus 1?
4.
4. Is 4 a multiple of 3?
No.
All right, so I'm not going to shade that. It's a 7. I can't add anything. Is 7 a multiple of 3? No. What do I have here? What's 2 plus 4? 6. Is 6 a multiple of 3? So that means I'm going to shade that in. I am looking for sums that are multiples of 3, or that 3 will go into evenly. How many of those am I going to shade in this box? 8. It's always 8. Questions. When you finish, what are you going to do? Turn in your classwork. What are you going to pick up? Math challenge. And get what?
Your
Headphones. Then you are going to start the survey that's in Google Classroom. Okay? So you have 15 minutes to finish the classwork, turn it in, and get your survey done.